Contributor, lawyer, and Republican strategist. Chrissy Clark is back with us as well. She's a reporter from the Daily Caller. And journalist at the Washington Free Beacon, Matthew Foldy, joins us as well. So, Erin, we'll get to you in a second, but I want to start with the journos on the panel here. Matthew, this is something you know not to do ever. You don't ever tamper with the juror. It's sacrosanct, but here we are.
I know this both from my time as a journalist and from my time as a juror on a murder trial myself when I was in Chicago. And yeah, it's crazy. MSNBC sent a journalist across state lines to do jury tampering, which is incredibly problematic. And yeah, so I don't know if there's not much more to say. It's incredibly, it's wildly unethical. It betrays anything you would learn in journalism 101, but MSNBC doesn't seem to have a problem with that. They threw this, freelancer apparently under the bus immediately, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, don't do that. It's pretty obvious, yet they did it anyway. I don't know. It's MSNBC for you.
And this happens, I'm sure, all the time, Chrissy, because, there's always this competition to get the jurors on the morning shows or whatever. But getting caught is not a good look for MSNBC. And I don't know, other than embarrassing, what else can we say?
No, of course not. It's wildly embarrassing, stating that they were intending on talking to the jurors during the trial, which is, very specific wording. They were intending on talking to these people after the trial ended, and, hopefully getting an exclusive. And I just think that betraying journalistic ethics and standards in order to get an exclusive is unacceptable. And I would assume from NBC insiders have been saying that this will not stand in MSNBC or NBC according to their standards. So if this booker or this freelancer is not fired, I'd be absolutely shocked.
Yeah, and given your point, Chrissy, the statement from MSNBC doesn't make it sound much better. But Erin, what's your take on all of this? I mean, how did we get to this point where the media coverage, or lack thereof in some cases, has been so embarrassing?
So embarrassing. And by the way, I'm an attorney with a journalism degree, so I think this is doubly terrible. And congratulations to Judge Bruce Schroeder, who, by the way, is a Democrat, and really taking control of the situation and saying, MSNBC, you are out of here. He's had a great command of this courtroom the whole entire time. He reprimanded the prosecutor on several occasions for some sort of constitutional violations in the Fifth Amendment regard. And he's really done a good job of trying to maintain the atmosphere of a fair trial and blind justice. We've already seen some of these mistakes. We're already hearing the word mistrial being bandied about, and we got to see what happens with this jury and what the defense decides they would like to do, because right now it looks like this may be continued for a lot longer.
And Erin, I apologize. I didn't mean to diminish your time grinding it out on the overnight shift. You have also spent time out in the field, worth noting here. But I think your legal expertise may supersede that. I'm just saying.
No, I didn't take it personally as all. I'm just saying I was doubly troubled by all of this.
Good. I want to make sure you get credit where credit is due, too. Does everyone subscribe to Bari Weiss's Substack? I think so, probably. If you don't, you should. But she has something from a former colleague at the New York Times, Nellie Bowles, today up that says, when I was at the New York Times, I went to Kenosha to see about this. The violence turned out to be true.
Yeah, the narrative always supersedes the truth in a lot of these institutions, such as the New York Times and the Washington Post and whatnot. And I think my first dog in Kenosha, that you walk through there, it's not some beautiful, ritzy town.
Right.
It's salt of the earth Americans who understand that the Washington Post and the New York Times columnists there have no understanding of their way of life, have no understanding about, working really hard and diligently. And
all right, let's get to Meme Team because we're running a little short on time. We got an abridged version today. So let's get started with the fun. And we begin with this. No! This is from Rich. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to start with Matt and Chrissy because they both sent this one in. Chrissy also had some others, so we'll start with Chrissy. Oh, yes. This one is from Matt here. So this is the Steal This Look for our new comptroller here. Finally, for Erin here. I love this one, too. Let's pull up Erin's. Get the look.
I really love this one from
Get the Steve Bannon look. I love it.
Yeah, I love that Matt and I both chose fashion memes. I love how Vanity Fair and Vogue tells you how to get the look. And if you don't know that Bannon always wears 3 shirts, has 3 pins tucked into those shirts, and is wearing a waxy leather jacket. So this is telling you how to get this look. And I honestly think what the left is doing to him, has 2 charges pending now, and they are both misdemeanor charges. You would think from the left that he was basically skinning rabbits and then giving them to Antifa members or something completely terrible in their eyes. And now he's going to become a cult figure on the right. He already has this sort of air of mystery. And now for us, he's our fashionable little get the look of the week on here on the meme team. So I love it.
The barber jacket, classic, can't go wrong. If Halloween had not already happened, that's a great look for Halloween as well. Go with Steve Bannon. All right, Erin, Chrissy, Matt, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for playing a shortened version of Meme Team. We'll see you guys real soon. Stay with us as well. Your catch-up is next.